Tut, Miss Maud, asleep at this hour. It's not proper. Madam? Just because one or two things are going wrong with our affairs just at this moment, there's no need for us to indulge ourselves, you know. Now, Miss Maud, just you wake up. Wake up now, it's Polly. Oh, come along. Sir, will you please go and get a doctor at once? There's one at the end of the street. And hurry yourself, sir. And where's your mustard? Has your good lady got it in?
Excuse me, Sergeant.
How's it going now?
There's a gentleman come with an urgent message from a Dr. McGregor, an address in Taplow Square. A woman found poisoned.
What, dead?
I don't know, Sergeant, but he asked that could a responsible officer come round at once, preferably plain clothes.
Oh, I see. Is,
No, Marriott's out, I'm afraid.
No, what number, Taplow Square?
Number 12.
As soon as Marriott comes back, send him round. Follow me up, will you?
Yes, right, Sergeant.
The name of the doctor?
Oh, it was McGregor.
McGregor.
That was well done. Are you a nurse?
I've nursed her all her life.
She seems a healthy enough body.
Aye, Doctor, she seems so.
I'll just take her pulse.
Doctor.
Sergeant Cork, CID, Doctor.
Good. Laudanum, sleeping draught.
Overdose?
Big one.
Have you talked to her about this?
No, I think that's your job, Sergeant. Oh, and when you talk to her, will you please remember that she's not very strong yet?
I consider it a favour if you were to be present as well, Doctor.
Yes, all right.
Good. The lady's name?
The maid tells me it's Tempest. Mrs. Maud Tempest.
Tempest. Mrs. Tempest?
Yes?
Madam, I'm a police officer.
You're surely not going to question my mistress in this
It's
state.
all right, Polly. I can talk. Yes, Sergeant.
Dr. McGregor tells me you've taken an overdose of a sleeping draught. You had a very near shave, I hear. But for your servant.
Yes. Dear Polly.
Ah, it was nothing. Mustard and water, that's all. It was a mistake, that's all. I don't know what all the fuss is about.
Was the mistake, ma'am? Was the overdose an accident?
Why should I want to take my life?
Then I take it that it was an accident, ma'am.
You may take it. It was an accident.
But... There you go, lad. Here you go. Now, let's,
Polly.
do you know any reason why your mistress should be so upset?
You heard her say it was an accident.
Suppose it was not an accident. Supposing she intended to take her own life. Supposing she should try again.
She wouldn't.
She's in some sort of trouble, something playing on her mind. Would you ever forgive yourself if you held back now and failed to give us the information which might save her?
There's nothing I can tell you.
I see. I take it she is married. Where's her husband?
Not here.
Where?
You might try 27 Carlton Terrace. You might find him there and welcome.
Polly? Polly?
Excuse me, sir.
All right. You wait here, lad. I'll go and talk to the husband.
All right, son.
There now. Don't you stress yourself, dear. Just you lie there. Don't you distress yourself.
Did they ask you about me, Polly?
Now then, don't you bother your head about that. Just you lie quiet. That's all you've got to do. Just lie easy.
I was just thinking of George's face.
What? She did what?
Is there anything you can tell me, sir?
Damn it, man, what can I tell you?
I've been living here at my club. I haven't seen Maud for weeks.
I appreciate that, sir. But was she upset at the parting? I mean, why did you separate, sir?
Well, it was her idea. Do you think I like the fact of my wife walking out on me? I put it to her plainly, and she decided to go.
Put what plainly, sir?
That she'd have to give up all this women's rights nonsense and make up her mind to be a respectable wife. I had no choice. People were talking.
And she refused?
Point blank. She's hypnotized by this blasted movement. Thinks of nothing else.
She's the sort of person who might get depressed and attempt to take her own life.
The very last person, I'd say. Always full of life.
I expect you'll be wanting to see her, sir.
No, I will not. I am a serving officer, sir, and I sail with my regiment for India tomorrow. I applied for this posting to let the whole thing blow over. I will, of course, divorce her after a decent interval.
Divorce? Is that another reason for the quarrel, sir? I mean, another man, may I ask?
You may ask, sir, but you'll get no more answers out of me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to rejoin my friends.
Very kind of you, my dear Delane, to come in and see me.
I hesitated to disturb you at this hour, Sir Charles.
Nonsense, my dear fellow, nonsense. You come the bearer of glad tidings. Always welcome, you know that. Good tidings or not.
Thanks, sir.
Mind you, I won't say I did not hope. No, I won't say that. My duty to my queen and country has always been my first consideration. Above family, above friends, above personal consideration and comfort.
Well, Sir Charles, you will understand the Prime Minister won't be making the announcement until next week, possibly the week after. I just happen to think you might like to know what was possibly in the wind.
And I won't forget it, Delane. I won't forget it. Now do sit down.
It's nothing, Sir Charles.
An important government post? I would not call that nothing, sir. I would call that news of a solemn duty to be solemnly undertaken.
Oh, yes, of course, sir.
You know, Delane, there's far too much self-seeking in politics these days. Sloppy thinking. On all sides of the House. Even our own, Delane. Even our own.
Yes, I suppose so.
Now, look at this women's suffrage business. Equal rights for women. That ridiculous and pathetic nonsense. Would you believe it, but I've had to put a stop to it? In my own house.
Well, I'm there.
Yes, sir, my own daughter, Jane. Very spirited. She needed correction and advice. She needed to be taught her place as a woman and the daughter of a public man.
Yes, indeed, sir. I'm entirely
Still, I tell you, my boy, that in my new office... Well, you can assure the Prime Minister he won't find me one of your sloppy liberals, full of ideas of women's equality and all that loose, undisciplined thinking our press is so prone towards these days. Oh, no. Oh, no, I think you may say that I shall be for more of the old established feelings of business, family, and position. Yes, I think I may fairly say that, Delane.
Papa,
Yes, Jane, what is it? You know I do not wish to be disturbed.
there's a police officer, Papa.
A police officer?
Yes, Papa, he says it's very important. He insists that he see you.
Insists, does he? Indeed. Very well, show him in, Jane. Better keep on the right side of the law, eh, Delane?
Indeed. Servant trouble lately, sir?
Oh, something of that sort, I imagine.
Well, I must take my leave of you.
Yes, getting late.
Good night, Sir Charles.
My dear fellow, good night. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Mr. Delane, I'll show you out.
Thank you. Sergeant Cork, sir. Detective Constable Maris.
Oh, I see. I imagined from what my daughter said that you were a senior officer. Well, what is it, man?
You are acquainted, sir, with the Mrs. Maud Tempest.
Mrs. Tempest? Well, certainly I
I
am.
have known her for some time, sir.
A good deal longer than I could wish. The woman's a complete nuisance and a mischief maker. But I fail to
Then I think
see...
I should show this letter, sir, and ask you if you have anything to say.
This letter is addressed to me.
The envelope was marked important, to be read afterwards.
Important? To be read afterwards? After what? And who wrote the letter?
It was written by Mrs. Maud Tempest, sir. She took an overdose of drugs this evening.
Drugs? Do you mean that she...
No, luckily she recovered, thanks to the prompt action of her servant. The letter was found on the mantel shelf, where she had left it, sir.
And how should it concern me?
Your name is inside, sir. That is to say, you are mentioned by name. Well, sir, have you anything to say to me?
Polly. Polly?
Yes, my love. Yes, my own darling. Now you're to have this special beef tea. It'll put the strength back into you.
Where is the doctor?
He's gone back to the surgery to get some more things for you. He'll be back directly.
Did the policeman find the envelope I left on the mantelpiece?
Yes, they did. And I don't know what was in it. But they went off in a great hurry.
Did they say anything about anybody?
Yes. They wanted to know about Sir Charles. They got nothing out of me. You can rely on that. Miss Maud.
Yes?
Did you, in that letter, did you write something about...
Oh, yes, Polly. I wrote something. Oh, yes. I wrote something about a good many matters.
That'll be the doctor. Doctor, she's not... Oh,
I wish to speak to your mistress. Tell her that my name's James Arthur.
you cannot see her now.
Tell her that my name is James Arthur. Hurry along, my good woman. I haven't got all night to wait.
So you have nothing whatever to say to me, sir?
No, I have not. Except this. I am by profession a politician. If a rumor of this sort were to get out, however untrue or unlikely, it could well do me immeasurable harm. I expect, no, I demand a pledge of absolute secrecy from you.
I'm afraid I cannot give you that pledge, sir.
And why not, pray? Surely you're not going to take this nonsense seriously.
This matter is evidence, this letter, in a very important matter, sir, possibly involving a charge. May I ask you to listen to its contents again, sir? Read it, Marylyn.
To Sir Charles Emsworth. Charles, you know what my feelings are for you, so I will not write them down yet again. So passionate are they that they might well set alight the very paper upon which they are written. You really...
Read it, lad. Go on, read it.
Charles, you are a knight and a member of the most important legislature in the land, and yet you have found time to give your whole passionate attention to me, a poor, in your own dear words, Charles, a poor, deluded, pathetic woman. Yet you have taken my hand and lifted me up and pledged that we shall be partners.
My dear Sergeant, this is not necessary.
All right, lad.
Yes, yes.
There's a gentleman, Papa. His name is Mr. Arthur.
Arthur? I don't know any Arthur. Don't send him away, Jane. I've had enough visitors for one evening.
He's from a newspaper. Regarding Mrs. Tempest, he says, and he won't leave.
Tea's up.
Ah, Chalky, you've excelled yourself. Haven't just heated up the pot from last night, have you?
That is a very offensive suggestion. For 2 pins,
All
I'd
right,
take the...
just right, perfect. I withdraw any suggestions of underhand dealings. And Chalky, you might get me a mug of hot water, will you? I'll have a shave. I've been here all night.
That's on the tray and all.
Chalky, what a detective you would have made, eh?
No, I never did fancy that lot. Too much nosing around, too much spying for my liking.
Chalky.
I know. Dripping toast.
That's right, yeah. Now, tell me, lad, how you see the case as it stands. The case as it stands so far.
Yes. Well, there's the attempted suicide, if it was a serious attempt.
Yeah, yes, good. Go on, continue.
Then there's the note. There's no doubt about that, I suppose. It does exist.
Yeah.
It is in Maud Tempest's hand, isn't it?
Yeah, at least, we may assume so. She signed it anyway.
Trouble is, I can't see Sir Charles in all this.
What?
Well, you know his reputation. Stern. He's always going on about the decline of morality in Britain. Can't see him having a peccadillo with a married woman.
You know what?
Affair, you're a married woman.
Oh, no, I see, no.
I mean, Sir Charles and Mrs. Tempest. After all, he's respectability personified. He's, well...
Responsible parliamentarian.
Yes, and I hear he's in line for a high office in the government.
What do you then?
Oh, I've got friends in high places. You know.
Oh, in line for a big position, eh?
Oh, what's all this about Sir Charles Emsworth?
What about it, Sir Charlie?
He's been on to the commissioner, and he's been on to me.
What do you have to say?
That you burst into his house demanding a statement about some woman he hardly knows and more or less accused him of keeping her.
Well, an eccentric account of what took place, would you say, Mayor?
Yes, indeed.
Now, don't fool about, Corky. This could be very nasty indeed. Sir Charles is in line for a big post.
Yeah, no, I'd heard that, Charlie.
How did you hear it?
Well, I have friends, you know, in a high position,
Why didn't you call me in?
Because I have orders, Charlie. Your orders not to call you out of bed unless the booty amounts to £1,000.
This isn't robbery, man. This is high politics.
Yeah.
Don't you ever cut yourself?
Never, Charlie, never. You see the documents are there, Charlie.
Before I read through all this, where does that newspaper man come into this? What's his name, Arthur?
Are you quite sure about all this?
The woman tried to commit suicide. She failed. The police called us to Charles Emsworth's house. He refused to see me, of course.
What about her husband?
Captain Tempest sailed from Tilbury docks this morning with his regiment for India.
Knowing she was ill?
Knowing she was ill.
Oh, a temporary estrangement, perhaps?
He refused to see her last night.
How do you know that?
I can't tell you that, Mr. Steele.
Yes, you can.
Oh, very well. I overheard a conversation, quite accidentally.
Where?
In the washroom of my club.
The right place by the sound of all this. Look, it's dirty linen.
With respect, sir, this isn't a domestic issue. Oh. Sir Charles Emsworth's going to be the next Home Secretary.
No one except the Prime Minister knows who's going to be the next Home Secretary.
Just the same he is.
That would be a complete disaster.
Yes, it would, for all liberal-thinking people. You know his views?
Well, who doesn't? He trumpets them about enough. But somehow...
Yes, sir?
Oh, I'm not quite satisfied. Look, I need more proof than you've brought me. I mean, what do we have? The woman tried to take her life, she failed. The police went to Emsworth's house. Captain Tempest sailed without seeing her, that's all.
Oh, print that, sir. Just that, in twin columns, if need be. And there'll be no Home Secretaryship for Sir Charles Emsworth.
I think Emsworth's a political menace. I do not agree with one word he says, but I will not murder him in newsprint. He is engaged in a liaison with this woman, and that is a fact. I repeat, Arthur, a fact. The country must decide if he's a fit and proper person to be the new Home Secretary, not us. Now then, tell me about the woman.
You really want to see these men, Miss Maud?
Well, of course, Polly. Don't fuss so. Show the gentleman in.
In here?
Well, why not?
Well, at least put this on.
Oh, must I?
I don't hold with them coming in here at all. It's not decent.
Of course it is, Polly. All the fashionable ladies hold court in their bedrooms. It's very respectable.
Oh. My mistress will see you now, gentlemen. Come and stay, please.
Mrs. Templeton, how are you today?
Much improved, thank you.
Good, good. This is Superintendent Rodway.
Superintendent?
Madam?
Please, sit down, gentlemen. Be assured I shall help you in every possible way.
Thank you.
Would you care for a comfort?
Well, that's very good of you, Mrs. Tempest.
Not at all. Sergeant,
Ma'am.
pray begin.
Ma'am, my first question is this. Were you, or are you, or have you ever been the mistress of Sir Charles Emsworth?
I never had such impudence in all my
That
life.
is a little abrupt, I must say, Sergeant.
I believe in coming directly to the point, ma'am.
It's an embarrassing question. I don't know if I can answer it.
No, of course not. I quite understand. Let me put it this way. You left a note for Sir Charles?
It was a private message, sir.
Yes, I know that. But once you took your own course of action, it became a public matter involving the law. Now, to rephrase Sergeant Cork's rather embarrassing question, do you know Sir Charles well?
Yes.
Could we say intimately?
Yes.
Thank you, madam.
I should think so, indeed. Now, Mrs. Tempest is tired. If there are any more questions you
Just
gentlemen
one
would like
thing
to ask...
more. Madam, I think I can say there's unlikely to be any official action over this matter. I cannot, however, guarantee that some member of the press will not come to see you. And what you tell them, or don't tell them, is your own business.
Thank you, Superintendent. I understand.
Look, there's a good deal more that I would like to
Not
know.
this morning. After what you have said, I don't feel I can.
No, of course not. Another time. Cork, another time. Thank you, madam. And good day.
Good day, Superintendent.
Ma'am.
The idea. What a question. You'll never get better at this rate.
On the contrary, I feel much better already. Really, I do. I feel quite spry.
But surely the Prime Minister need not hear this dreadful and baseless rumour.
I heard of it, sir.
From what quarter? I demand to know, sir, from what quarter? I tell you, if I discover who's spreading these infamous lies...
Well, that is your concern, naturally. We must, of course, consider the deeper implication.
I fear I do not follow that remark.
Well, sir, this little indiscretion is not important so long as it concerns, well, a backbencher. Of distinction, of course.
I tell you, it's all damned lies. Look, has the Prime Minister heard these rumors?
Well, let us say a person of importance would like your personal assurance that these rumors are absolutely false.
I give my assurance. Good heavens, I should have thought my reputation, the fight I have waged for decent standards, for a higher morality. Sir, I assure you most earnestly.
Yes, I will see your assurance reaches the right quarter, have no fear.
Thank you, Delane. You're a good chap. Thank you, I'm most grateful. I won't forget you, depend on that.
I'm glad to say it was nothing.
My daughter will see you out. This vile rumor, can you not tell me how you came to hear of it?
Oh, yes, at my club.
It's round the clubs, then I am ruined.
Oh, no, Sir Charles. Your reputation for rectitude stands you in very good stead. When I heard the story told, nobody would countenance it.
So I have some friends, thank heavens.
Oh, indeed you have. But you have also enemies. They're the ones to watch.
Yes, Papa?
See Mr. Delane out and then come back here. I'd like to talk to you.
Very well, Papa. This way, Mr. Delane.
It's good of you to attend on me like this, Miss Emsworth.
I'm happy to be of service, Mr. Delane.
My dear Prime Minister, I have, through the offices of a good friend, learned with horror
Papa! Papa, are you all right?
Jane, I want you to do something for me.
Yes, Papa.
I want you to go and see more Tempest.
But, Papa...
It's very important, Jane. My whole career could depend on it.
Yes, but Mrs. Tempest, I don't know how I could face her.
You must do this for me, Jane. Duty leads us along strange paths. I need your help.
Yes. But the way you behave towards Mrs. Tempest...
Silence! Not one more word. I would go if I could. I would go myself if I could, but I can't. There are newspaper people watching me.
Watching you? What can I say to her?
I'll write you a note. I want her to oblige me in a certain matter. No, I'd better not write. You must speak to her on my behalf. Make her listen.
Do you think she will?
She must. I want you to appeal to her as a lady.
You mean an appeal to a lady from a gentleman?
What, sleeping, lad?
No, thinking.
Oh, with your eyes shut?
Yeah, it's always the best way.
Yeah.
Anything wrong, son?
Not that I know, no.
Did you get anything out of Mrs. Tempest?
No, not much.
But you said you weren't satisfied.
Lieutenant Rodway did all the talking.
Do you want this tea or not?
Okay, in my present mood, I feel like something a little bit stronger, Dorky.
What, at this time of day? Now, you know what it does to your stomach if you give it drink at unexpected times.
You know a damn sight too much about my stomach. Will give it here, will you?
Well, it's just as you like it, sir. As hot as hell and as strong as the devil.
Yeah.
Think, Jorgie. I believe her, you know. Mrs. Tempest.
Oh, I can well believe that. It has a remarkable effect on men. I noticed it. Should have seen no Charlie Rodway with her. She had him eat him out of a tiny ham within 30 seconds.
Really? I suppose she is quite attractive. Still, I'm convinced she didn't mean to take her own life.
Glad to have your invaluable opinion. Must try closing my eyes sometimes when I think.
Excuse me, sir, I've got a gentleman asking for you. A gentleman from the press, name of, Arthur.
Well, all right, show him in, will you? Fourth Estate lad.
Well, that's the man who called on Sir Charles Emsworth last night.
Remembered. Good. Capital.
Sergeant Cork here. I've called on a point of information, sir.
Well, I don't promise to answer all your questions, but what can I do for your newspaper, sir?
Well, you can tell me this. Has Sir Charles Emsworth confessed to his liaison with Maud Tempest?
Next question.
I see. Well, may I ask then if any charge is going to be made respecting the attempted suicide of Mrs. Maud Tempest yesterday?
You're having a run of bad luck, aren't you? I can't answer that either.
Well, one gets used to it. My luck usually changes, eventually. Would you be interested in a little information, Sergeant?
Any information, little or big, is grist to my mill.
Then did you know that Sir Charles Emsworth had an argument with Mrs. Maud Tempest in a certain restaurant a couple of evenings ago?
Yeah?
3 people witnessed the incident and overheard him say, you must not come to my house again. You've overstayed your welcome. I now know what kind of woman you are, and I cannot say how desperately I wish that I had never become involved with you.
You have a remarkable speaking voice, Mr. Arthur.
I see. You've had orders to protect Sir Charles because he's a man of position and influence. Am I to assume that, Sergeant?
You may assume what you please without any provision for me, I'm quite sure. Was it all, Mr. Arthur?
Father asked me to say that if you had any mercy in you, you would know what such a thing would do to him. It would ruin him forever, all his work over the years. He begs you to please me.
I like that. Repeat it.
What? Oh. He begs you to please make them stop spreading these terrible suspicions.
Suspicions? Well, you must be more explicit than that.
These rumors. These dreadful, dreadful rumors that you and he...
Rumors?
But it isn't true. I know it isn't true. You wouldn't. When you used to come to visit us, it was me you came to see. You didn't... You wouldn't.
Wouldn't I? You're an innocent little thing, aren't you, Janie?
But it isn't true. Papa? Papa would never, never...
You're quite a child still, Janie.
Oh. Miss Maud, please, let me fetch her back.
No. What on earth for? She has to learn.
Such a little innocent thing.
All the more reason why she should learn the way of the world, Polly.
Good afternoon. A young lady left in a great hurry just as I arrived and left the door open. I do hope you'll pardon this intrusion.
Out. I never heard such impudence walking into a lady's bedroom.
Oh, I'm sure Mrs. Tempest won't mind. I work for a very respectable newspaper. I'm a most respectable reporter.
Newspaper's out, I say.
It's all right, Polly. Come in, Mr. Arthur. Sit down. You're on the London Gazette, aren't you?
Yes, indeed.
What can I do to help you?
Well, you can answer one very simple question, Mrs. Tempest.
Ask it.
Did you take an overdose of sleeping draught because of Sir Charles Emsworth? Because he'd terminated your relationship?
How did you know? Who told you this?
Is it true?
Yes. Why should I seek to deny it? It is true.
All I can tell you is that a top lofty personage wants to see us. And I'm warning you, I am not going to commit myself one way or the other about Sir Charles Emsworth and this Mrs. Tempest. If we guess and we're right, nobody will commend us. And if we're wrong, well, what is all that stuff you are reading?
Oh, newspaper reports by Mr. Arthur. He used to make quite a business of the truth. Anyone would think he had a monopoly of it.
Well, he seems to have found out something we didn't know.
A mystery of Mrs. Maud Tempest's sudden illness. Rumor has it that a political figure No names mentioned there.
Oh, no. But by now all London knows who it is.
When do we see this important person?
In half an hour. Remember, Corky, don't commit yourself. You'll be asking for trouble.
Yeah. Madhead. Son? Something I want you to do for me, lad.
Come in, child. Don't you stand there. Well, what did she say?
Before I tell you, Papa, I would like you to answer me one question.
You want what?
Papa, please. Did you... Was she your mistress, Papa?
You silly, foolish girl. What do you know or understand of such things? How dare you walk into my study and repeat a slander to my very face? If you are an example of the direction in which the women of this country are going, with their stupid demand for votes and equal pay and equal everything else, then the good Lord help this dear country of ours. For it will be the ruin of us all. My own daughter. That my own daughter should question me on such a matter, it is beyond belief. It's shameful. Shameful, I say, shameful.
I'm sorry, Papa.
Do you think any apology you make now can erase the hurt that you've inflicted on your own father?
But I beg you to forgive me. I am truly sorry. It was wrong and stupid of me to doubt you. I entreat your forgiveness.
I accept your apology. But forgiveness will not be an easy matter. No, indeed. And now, what did Mrs. Tempest say?
It was hopeless. She seems quite determined. Papa, perhaps if you went to her yourself...
No, I will not demean myself.
What are we to do? What are we to do? If you went to her...
I said no. I will not seek her out. I will not lower myself by pleading with her.
I lowered myself, Papa. I pleaded with her.
That is quite different. Quite different.
Is it?
You are in charge of this case?
I am the senior officer attached to it, sir.
And Sergeant Cork?
It is Sergeant Cork's case at the level of investigation, sir.
I see. Have you any idea why I'm asking these questions?
I think so, sir, yes.
Then kindly keep it to yourself. Now, Sergeant, without shilly-shallying, give me your considered opinion. Is there any evidence to support this story?
With respect, Mr. Prime Minister, that is rather two questions.
Indeed?
Well, my opinion is one thing, the evidence is the other. The two are in conflict in certain essentials.
Then give me the opinion first.
Well, my opinion is that Sir Charles Emsworth was not associated with Mrs. Maud Tempest in any disreputable way, sir.
But Sergeant
Let
Cork...
him continue, please. Tell me why you believe this.
I wish I could, sir. As I say, it's just an opinion based on many things. Long years of observation of people, of imagination, perhaps. Many things, but nothing positive, sir.
Instinct, eh? And Superintendent Rodway doesn't share your opinion, I take it.
I have no opinion, sir, one way or the other. I go by the evidence. That is the police way, sir, to rely on the facts.
Admirable. I wish politicians dealt in the same coinage. Still, every man to his last, eh? I'm obliged to you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Evening, sir.
Evening.
Good evening, and thank you.
Sir.
You really think you ought to be up, Miss Maud? You know what the doctor said.
Never mind the doctor, Polly. I'll be perfectly all right. You mustn't treat me like a child, you know.
Ah, you know you like it. You know you like being fussed over.
Not all the time, dear Polly. Thank you.
Miss Maud.
Mm-hmm.
You know I never interfere in your doings, don't you? But don't you think this affair has gone far enough?
What on earth are you talking about, Polly? Which affair, pray?
Sir Charles, miss. Oh, I know how you feel about him and how badly he's treated you. But I say forget him, miss. It'll all end up badly. I know it will.
See who that is, please, Polly.
I'm sorry to trouble you this hour, but I wonder if I could have a few words with Mrs. Tempest, please.
Well, she is up, but I don't know...
All right, Polly. Show the sergeant in.
Now, I trust you're feeling better.
Improved a little, I think, Sergeant.
Perhaps I may presume to ask you a few questions, ma'am.
I shall do my best to help you.
Thank you.
But I assure you, I will not say anything that could further injure poor Sir Charles.
The damage, ma'am, I fear, has been done.
Oh, in what way?
Well, the London Gazette carries a story today suggesting, between the lines, of course, that Sir Charles and yourself were not entirely unknown to one another.
Oh, how terrible. I wonder what these reporters will stoop to next. It's quite frightening. Where could they have got hold of such a story?
Perhaps you gave it to them, ma'am?
Oh, Sergeant, you must be teasing. What woman would want her name bandied about in the newspapers? Why, she would be denied polite society for years.
Would that worry you, Mrs. Tempest?
Well, perhaps not. I confess I have seen a good deal of polite society. I'm not especially impressed by it.
No, I can understand that.
Indeed?
Well, it is said that in polite society a woman is an ornament, the possession of a man, a slave with no rights of her own, precious little appeal in law, and under the present government it seems pretty obvious there is little or no chance of the lot of women improving. These words are from the New Woman, written by a Miss Maud Washburn, whoever she is.
I do believe you are a supporter of the cause of women's rights.
Well, in my private capacity, I have a certain sympathy with the movement, ma'am, I must admit.
And in your professional one?
Well, I'm intrigued by the militancy and the determination of the women. They would go to any lengths, it seems, to win the success. They would go to any means to win the success, and would be justified.
Do you know, Sergeant, I believe you to be extremely shrewd and intelligent.
Thank you, Mrs. Tempest.
Did he say that? Did the Prime Minister actually say that? And I am ruined. Ruined. Finished. All my good work. All my years of office, all the work for the party and the country gone. Done with.
Well, he said to stress that there will be other posts of Charles, other administrations. The public's memory is short.
Not for this kind of thing, Delane. Not for this kind of thing. The smell of it will be with me until my dying day.
Oh, I wouldn't take it so hard, Sir Charles. Well, after all, politics is a cold, cold river. If one gets into it, one must expect sudden, treacherous currents.
And you have chosen an apt simile, sir. Treacherous. I am, sir, the victim of treachery. First, on the part of a person whose name I cannot speak. And then on the part of the leader of my own party who appoints me and then rejects me under the smallest pressure.
Now, Sir Charles, think what the opposition would do if you were to stand up and speak on a subject touching public morality. Think what they do to you and to the administration. The Marquis is doing you a kindness, sir.
He is a man of no principle, sir. I would say as much to his face.
Yes, I believe you would.
Why didn't you tell him I could never do such a thing?
My function is to listen, sir. I'm but a messenger, as it were.
Forgive me. I mistook you for a man.
I'll let myself out.
Papa? Oh, good evening, Mr. Delane.
Goodbye, Miss Emsworth. I will, as I say, let myself out.
Papa?
Yes.
Is something wrong? Is the position...
Delane came to tell me the Prime Minister's changed his mind. I am no longer offered the Home Secretaryship. I may get another post sometime. Perhaps.
Oh, Papa.
You did write this article in the New Woman, didn't you, Mrs. Tempest?
It is not signed with my name.
No, I know it's not, but you did write it. I've checked with the editor. It's a pity I can't check with your husband. Why did he ask you to leave his establishment? would have anything at all to do with Sir Charles Emsworth?
What do you think, Sergeant Cork?
I'm asking you, Mrs. Tempest.
No, sir. I will not see that woman. I absolutely refuse to see her. She has ruined me. Very well, I will not give her the pleasure of seeing me defeated.
Sir, Sergeant Cork defended you to a very important personage. He at least
I can defend myself, sir. I require no one to defend me.
Papa! Perhaps this time you're being silly and proud and all the things Maud Tempest always said you were.
You don't understand.
You see? You are the same. You try to change, but you do not. Perhaps you cannot.
Oh, forgive me, sir, but it appears to be the truth.
Get my coat. Well, what are you waiting for, girl?
I believe your husband evicted you from your home because of your political writing and speaking.
Have I ever denied it?
You never even mention it. You always use your pen name. What was it? Maud Washburn.
It is my maiden name. My own name. Not some man's.
Perhaps you hate men, ma'am.
I hate the chains men bind us with, sir.
I see.
Sir Charles, how good of you to come.
Madam, I refused you my house because you were infecting my daughter with your depraved ideas. And in return, you have ruined me. Are you aware of that?
But I'd saved you from ruining the country. If you had been made Home Secretary, it would have been a national disaster.
How dare you?
It's the truth. You are, without doubt, the most bigoted, opinionated member of the House of Commons. You would clap in jail women who want their legal and moral right, the vote, and equal pay.
This woman is quite mad.
Well, you denied us all the legitimate weapons with which to fight you. So we had no alternative but to turn to others, to the poor weapons of the female. You had to be stopped, and a way had to be found. I'm sorry for you as a person, but I'm sorrier still for Jane.
Sorry?
It was a plot, sir.
Isn't that what I've been saying all along, man? She never took poison. It was all make-believe.
Oh, yes, she did, sir. Just enough to make it look right. But she nearly made a mistake and took too much. Another hour or so, and she would not have survived.
You mean she almost killed herself?
I'm afraid so, sir.
You did that to get rid of me? You must be mad. You must be positively out of your mind.
Let us rather say determined.
Very well, you have achieved your purpose. But I should have been denied office through such a stratagem. I would not take the Home Secretaryship now if they begged me to do so. Good night to you, madam. Come, Jane.
Don't forget, Jane. The fight goes on. Don't let them defeat you. The cause is all that matters.
I don't think any cause which uses murder as its weapon can be a worthy one, Maud.
Murder?
You murdered my father's character to achieve your end. You assassinated his good name. That is despicable.
I did it for her. For people like her.
And she doesn't appreciate your sacrifice. That's the penalty paid by all pioneers, ma'am.
Sir Charles had to be stopped. If he had become Home Secretary,
Do you imagine the next man their point will be any more sympathetic towards your ideas? If you do, you're not the realist I took you for. It will take many years before you wake this country, ma'am.
That won't deter us.
I hope not. But why Sir Charles? Why that pompous, blundering, but honest man? Merely because he opposed your ideas? Or was another reason, another more, shall we say, feminine reason?
How typical. How like a man. Not able to believe that a woman could be capable of a disinterested act.
As you please, ma'am.
What will you do now?
Nothing. Go home.
Nothing.
You've had enough publicity out of this, I fancy. Good night, Mrs. Tempest. There you go.
I warned you. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, don't chide me, Polly.
The sergeant's no fool. He knows. He knows.
What does he know?
What I've known for weeks. That you loved Sir Charles and he refused you.
Yes. true. Sergeant Cork didn't believe a woman capable of a disinterested act. And he was right. How can a cause be won this way? Oh, Polly, how can it ever be won?